Hi, I'm Armitage, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about Wateraid, a little bit about my experiences with Wateraid, and also about the Water Cycle Challenge. Now, apologies for this selfie style video that's happening right now. Like, I'm not trying to be cool, it just happens to be the fact that I don't really own a video camera of any sort. So, try and put that to the back of your mind, and here goes. So, I was lucky enough to go out to country to Zambia in 2012 with Wateraid to see their work in action and to see the real difference that it's making to lives. And this difference is brought about by supporters like yourselves who put a lot of time and effort in to raise money and funds for Wateraid. Now, while I was out there in Zambia, I met a lot of friends, had so many good stories to tell. But there's one person in particular that I don't think there's a day goes by that I don't stop and think about him in some way, shape, or form. And that's a guy called Chimunya. Now, I was lucky enough to spend a day with Chimunya and his family. They live in a remote village in Zambia. It's 10 miles away from the nearest village, the nearest civilization, if you like. This village that they lived in had no water supply, no toilets, nothing like that. And they were kind enough to show me what a day in their life looks like. So they took me to do farming tasks, they took me to do collecting water, they showed me how to cook in the way that they cook. Absolutely amazing experience. So I'd like to be able to just take 5 minutes and tell you a little bit about my friend. My friend is 32 years old, same age as me. My friend is a father, he is a husband and a farmer. My friend has 3 children. My friend has very few possessions. For clothing, he has 2 t-shirts, 1 pair of trousers, and a pair of shoes. For cooking, he has 2 pans. My friend has very few luxury items, one in fact, and that was half a jar of honey that he had collected. He gladly shared that with me. My friend is a good man. My friend is a kind man. For collecting water, my friend had a plastic bowl and a water drum. He collected water from a dirty river close by his home. My friend used to have 4 children. His daughter died from a diarrhea-related illness from drinking dirty water. My friend Chimunya, her father, gave her that water. He had no choice. He knew it could kill her, but he had no choice. And I don't have kids. I have friends who have kids, family who have kids, and I just could not imagine what that feels like as a father to know that you've done that because you didn't have a choice. And that's why I support Wateraid, because that shouldn't happen nowadays. That really shouldn't happen. And I don't think I will stop, and I don't think other people will stop until that sort of thing doesn't happen in this world anymore. And I support Wateraid because they stop these things happening. Every day that goes by, this happens less and less because of Wateraid, because of the support that we give them. But in order for Wateraid to carry out this work, they need donations, they need support. So this is why I am such a keen advocate of the Water Cycle Challenge. because it's something so small that we all can do to help put a stop to this tragedy that's happening day to day. So what are the water cycle challenges? Well, the water cycle challenges are basically what you make them. Water Cycle Challenge is a website that you can go onto and you can build your own cycling event. So basically, you don't have to feel like you've got to go and do all the effort and the research, because people have already done that for you. So the idea is that you do your event and you upload your event onto the Water Cycle Challenge website, and it's got all the relevant information like accommodation, routes, the length of the event, things like that, little local handy hints and things, and you upload that onto the website, and other people then can go on, see that information, and then set up their own water cycle challenges with their friends. Simple, really. So if that takes your interest, myself personally, I've set up a water cycle challenge this year, and it's called the L2L, which is the Leeds to Liverpool Canal, and it's cycling the canal towpath from starting in Liverpool and ending up back at Leeds, back at Nostrop House. So if you'd be interested in that, it's an intermediate event, so if you cycle to and from work, something like that, then it would be suitable to you. You need to do a little bit of training, but it's not as grueling as you would think. The miles, it's 127 miles, which sounds daunting, but it is flat, it's on the towpath, and the event's set up so people can take it at their own pace. It's over 2 days. If you're interested in that, then give me a shout, drop me an email. I'm sure some of the guys there would be able to point you in the right direction. And just remember, when you get back to Leeds and you get off that bike and your legs are like jelly and your arse is stinging to high hell, just know that you've made a difference. You have directly made a difference to somebody's life because of the money that you've raised with that. You have changed somebody's life for the better. So if you're interested in that, please get in contact. I'd love to do it with you guys. And yeah, thanks for listening.